Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ricardo with Vape and Validate, and we're bringing you the first episode of E-Liquid Execution. This is the show where we take the samples that juice manufacturers have sent us and we decide if they killed it or if we should kill it. So joining me today is my co-host, Anthony, from Vaporized, and also the cameraman on Vape and Validate. So the first company on our chopping block is Shijin Vapor. They sent us a few samples along with a few other things. So since it's a very nice flavor catalog, we'll be going through that to see what the actual profiles are on the liquids. A metric fuck ton of stickers that we'll probably never use, air fresheners, and more stickers. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely not going to influence our opinion on the liquid, like, at all. But, you know, I guess if you want to send it, then go for it. So, the flavors that they sent us are tortoise blood on ice, tiger's milk, God, I hate this package, berry O's, and banana nut O's. So, what do you think of the packaging, Anthony?
For this line in specific, the packaging is pretty cool. There's probably some things that they should change. I guess we'll get more in depth about that later on. And then for this one in specific, should definitely be changed. Same thing with this one. We'll talk a little bit more about why they should change the packaging.
So yeah, I mean, like he said, these packages look really good. You're definitely not going to have trouble finding them with their giant tags on the side. My one issue with this is the fact that you can very clearly see the design on the front, but nowhere on here does it say the description of the actual flavor itself. Instead, they opt to zoom in and do this really weird faded design on the back. You could very easily fit a flavor description on here, and it'd probably be a lot cheaper than printing this crap all over the back. And it goes for the same on these two. It doesn't add anything to the aesthetics on it. It honestly just makes it look a little bit cheaper than it should, because like I said, these logos look really good up front, just completely unnecessary on the back. And then as far as the cereal ones go, FDA has been trying really hard to push the whole vaping is child appealing thing, and it's shitty boxes like this that give their argument merit, and it's absolutely terrible. I mean, there's no need for you to put what's obviously trying to mimic Cheerios on the packaging, but at least you can tell what the fuck the flavor is on these. So why is it on the cheaper packages that you can put the description, I can tell what these are, but on the ones that you obviously put more effort into, you don't? But it's not about the packaging, it's about how the flavors taste. So let's go ahead and give these a shot. So Anthony already filled up his tank with the tiger's milk, and I'm gonna go ahead and drip the tortoise blood first. And since the tortoise blood on ice is the same thing, we're just gonna go ahead and apply that over that afterwards, and then I'll go ahead and change my cotton out, and we'll do the same thing for these two. Okay, so for tiger's milk, the flavor description says peaches and mangoes perfectly infused to create a delicious slushy treat. So we're gonna test how accurate it tastes compared to that description, and see if you can actually stick around with it for a while. So go ahead and let's give it a shot.
There you go. I'm taking one right off of that.
Yeah. So go ahead and, you know.
So first of all, from the description, it says peaches and mango. I definitely, for me, I don't taste any peach. I mainly taste mango. Also, it said like a slushy treat. I feel like if you want to go for a slushy feeling, you need to have like colada or menthol at least, or maybe blueberry to get that slushy effect. But so far, I taste mango, which isn't bad. So if you really like mango, I think that would be a perfect flavor.
Yeah, for me, I taste definitely a lot of mango. I get a bit of the peach, but putting the slushy in the description was completely unnecessary, even if that's not what they meant in there. Putting slushy in there is going to make a lot of people think that it has a cooling effect to it, and there's absolutely no cooling effect. It's just a lot of citrusy fruits, and it is a good flavor. Just change that description up quite a bit. With that being said, let's go ahead and check out this original tortoise blood. So the description on tortoise blood is an everlasting flavor of blue raspberry and green apple blended with a sweet sherbet. So I actually tried this flavor out a few years ago. I bought their sample pack. Back then they had a lot of food coloring and not a lot of flavor. So we're gonna see if this liquid is still green and if it's still really light. So let's go ahead and give it a shot.
You know, obviously we're gonna cut out this everlasting part.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I'm getting a lot of the blue raspberry. The green apple is fairly light, but at least it's not green anymore. It is a clear liquid, so props on them. And the flavor is a lot stronger than it used to be. So very, very good as far as that goes. They did a lot better than they used to. So like I said, a lot of props from me. So what did you think about it?
For me, I definitely got a lot more than the green apple than the blue raspberry. First time trying it, it did have a good flavor. I feel like it faded a little bit at the end, but it was a pretty solid flavor for me.
Okay, yeah, I definitely agree with that. It is a solid flavor. Just apparently, depending on the person, you'll get a little bit more of the notes from one person to the next. So let's go ahead and try out the menthol version and see what that one's like. And one more thing, I definitely, they're using authentic Chubby Gorilla bottles, but for some reason these are really stiff, like insanely hard to open. I've opened literally hundreds of these bottles for either myself or customers, so I know how stiff Chubby Gorillas can be, but this is insanely strong. Every single one that we've opened so far has been a little stiff, so just wanted to throw that out there. If you pick these up and you feel like the bottle's a little strong, you're not alone. Jesus fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know if I should have done a second hit on that. So if you really like menthol, I got good news for you. That is the strongest menthol I have ever tried on a liquid. That is, it's a bit overbearing, honestly. Like, we carry a USA Vape Lab here, and they have a flavor that's called Crisp Menthol. It's peppermint menthol, and I thought that was cold. This blows that out of the water. That is insanely cold. The tortoise blood is really light, really light on that. It's just a clusterfuck of coldness down my throat. It's like I swallowed a Listerine strip.
Yeah, definitely the menthol overpowers the flavor for sure. If you like menthol, it's really good. I would definitely not vape it by itself. I would probably mix it with other flavors that's pretty close to its flavor profile. But if you're a menthol lover, you'll probably enjoy it for sure.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and re-wick, and then we'll get to these flavors. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install a fresh goat head. Alright, so we're all good. Let's go ahead and start with the banana one, since I feel like this one's going to be a little bit lighter of a flavor. Honestly, that's probably the best one we've tried so far. It definitely tastes like a Honey Nut Cheerios with banana. Very strong oats kind of flavor, very strong honey. The banana is nice. It's not too overbearing. Doesn't taste like a artificial like Runts banana. It doesn't have like that rotten banana taste either. It is pretty good. Just unfortunately, it has the worst packaging out of all of them.
Yeah, for sure. The flavor is actually pretty accurate, spot on. You get a little bit of everything. It's not too strong. It's pretty balanced. Like he said, just change the packaging, honestly.
All right, so let's go ahead and drip the berry O's. This one's not as good as the banana one. The flavor's a lot lighter. I kind of get a berry flavor. It mainly tastes like a dried strawberry, like like a dehydrated strawberry that it's kind of just very hesitant. I get no other berry. Don't taste raspberry. Don't taste blueberry. Just get that dehydrated strawberry flavor, maybe a slight honey taste, but nowhere near as potent or as flavorful as the banana one.
For me, it tasted pretty good. Definitely not a strong flavor as the banana one. I did taste the strawberry and a little bit of blackberry that I see on the packaging, but as he said, I see blueberry I did not taste, and the raspberry wasn't there at all.
So those are the flavors that we personally tried out from Shijin. There are a couple more that I'd like to try out that are listed here. Like they have tortoise on the rocks, which is it's the tortoise blood, but instead of that menthol taste like the tortoise blood ice, this one is a green apple blended with spearmint bubblegum. So I feel like it's going to be a little bit better as far as like a cooling flavor without being as super over potent like the tortoise blood on ice. And there's also Phoenix Tears, which is a cinnamon sugar cookie filled with vanilla custard and topped with strawberry cream. I'd really like to try that one out. And the Dragon's Cloud, which is cinnamon rolls topped with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. A lot of their flavors seem to be a little redundant compared to the other ones, like especially, like I said, like they have tortoise on ice and they have tortoise on the rocks, which essentially sound like the same flavor, just one's, I'm assuming, a little bit colder. But there's a lot of flavors from these guys apparently. But as far as did they kill it or should we kill it? What's your verdict on each flavor?
My favorite one would probably have to be from the cereal ones that they made. I wasn't too much of a fan. I wouldn't see myself vaping this all day, every day, maybe mixing them with other flavors. On Honestly, the only one like I said, the only one I would be able to do is the cereal flavors, which is 2 out of the 5 that they sent us, unfortunately.
I think they did really well with this line. Like we said, there's just very subtle things that they need to change around, like lowering the menthol on tortoise on ice, maybe perfecting the flavor on tortoise blood, and changing the description on tiger's milk. But the cereal ones were definitely the best. The banana is fantastic. I really like the banana. Just please, dear God, change that packaging. And as far as like the Barrio cereal, I think for the right person, it's going to be amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and give it killed it. I think they did pretty good for the line. Just hope to see those changes implemented in the future.
And I will add one more thing. For me, the Barrios did taste like Captain Crunch, in my opinion.
It definitely tasted like, but not name brand Captain Crunch, like
the 70% more.
the 70% more, maybe like an Aldi or a Great Value Captain Crunch. But yeah,
which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but yeah, it could be improved. It definitely can be improved.
I say they killed the flavors. Probably just changed a few things. Definitely the packaging, like he said, add the flavors onto the box itself instead of just slapping their logo or the designs or whatever all around it. And same thing with this one, with the FDA going around with child appealing packages. Definitely need to change that.
But yeah, guys, as far as our opinion goes, this line gets to live to see another day. But yeah, guys, that's all we got for you today. If you have any questions, you can always ask them in the comments down below, or email us at vapeandvalidate@gmail.com, and you might just see them in a future video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and make sure to subscribe to see more of our content to help you make decisions towards a better vaping lifestyle. I'm Ricardo with Vape and Validate.
And I'm Anthony with Vape and Validate.
We'll see you next time.
Stay hydrated.